Усім привіт! Ви на каналі Gaming, і ми продовжуємо грати Cyberpunk 2077 разом з доповненням ІЛЮЗІЯ СВОБОДИ. В минулому епізоді ми виконали черговий квест для містера Генза, і на даний момент в мене виконано 8 з 10 квестів, і більше недоступно. Так що продовжуємо рухатися по основному сюжету. Повертаємося до квесту «Правила гри» і йдемо до Криївки Алекс. Знайшли в минулому епізоді культову гвинтівку на одній з точок інтересу. Так що, якщо хочете глянути, що це за ствол, вам в попередній епізод приблизно останні хвилини.
Dug up some tech this morning. How much you go waiting for?
Here's to you, carnalito. I don't think I recognize you.
Так, до речі, побачив плакати.
I ain't your kid.
Згадав, що у нас ще не закритий квест з Ліною Маліною, але мені ще з цього приводу ніхто не дзвонив. О, всіляких барменів доводилося бачити, але таких як ти ще ніколи.
How'd someone like you end up here?
My owner bought me from some junk dealers, revamped, reprogrammed, and finally infused me with her spirit. Gape earth and this unhappy wretch entomb, or change my form whence all my sorrows come. The tree still planted in the unfinished part, not wholly vegetative, and heaved her heart.
Your programming sounds ancient.
Цікаво тебе запрограмували. Так, ну рушаємо в Криївку. Та за мною ніхто не слідкував? Ніби ні.
Been here before, Reed. Exactly like then. Remember last time we had this convo?
I do. And yes,
Кажуть, все як минулого разу.
but the stakes are
Обставини аналогічні, але
classic
справа
company
інша.
invasive ID matching, bioscans, behaviorals, all bases covered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like Medellin or Найt-Сіті a few years later. Let me see. Global arms trade? Check. Personality theft? Check. Oh, and gross overconfidence? Big check. Thought you didn't believe in coincidences.
Alex,
Gave her free reign back then, too.
that's not exactly the same. Not an adequate comparison.
You know I'm right.
V. you
Так, я тут.
about time
Кажете,
too.
що ви
Really done.
мали схожі справи раніше. Що, Алекс, не подобається завдання?
Mm-hmm.
Блін,
So you say.
ролик
Just a
прокрутився.
small difference of opinion to iron out.
Before NC, we worked in op in Colombia. Medellin. Song's
Not
first
now,
mission.
Alex. We have enough to do without digging
Так,
up
Медеїн,
ancient
перше замовлення Сумі. А розкажи про Колумбію. Все-таки краще на чужих помилках вчитися.
What happened in Medellin? What was the op there?
We had our sights trained on a guy who sat in the Colombian president's back pocket. Sold him smuggled
Так,
cork.
стежили
Seeing
за
the FIA
чуваком, який
strings
продавав
overseas.
A lot of them
контрабандні
do
технології.
encrypted
Мгм.
notions. Anyway, we used stolen identity too.
Теж викрадені
Didn't go
особистості
exactly
використовували.
but that's a long story.
Довга історія, ну все одно
I
розкажи.
think we can spare 60 seconds.
Я ще раніше не використовував
Might
крадіння
learn something about Somi that'll prove
особистості,
useful.
так що може щось буде корисне.
Our person of interest was one Luis Hernandez, arms trading heavyweight. We aim to plant our own SA in his organization. Alex had adopted the identity of an engineer from Hernandez's entourage. She was our ticket in. She walks in to attend a meeting one day. She sees one of Luis's bikini model girlfriends prancing out on her way to Walkie's Doberman. Spending big money on kids' luxury was kind of his MO.
So what happened?
Well, Somi had put together Hernandez's dossier. Problem was, an important detail slipped through the cracks. The engineer's abject fear of dogs.
Ага,
Sweat,
інженерка
hair,
боялася
doggy
собак, але
handbag, that kind of fear. When the Doberman
Але
sees
Алекс ні.
Alex's knee, she pats him on the head and says, "Who's a good boy?" Then she went to pull up a chair at Hernandez's table. Before she could sit down, they had two barrels to her head and one trained at the base of her spine.
і як ви її витягнули?
Worked out though, right? We're all here, now, together.
Which can't be said for Hernandez and his men. We took any possibility of that from them. All thought of subterfuge went poof. We had to kick the door down.
Ага, тобто ви залетіли і всіх повбивали. І списали все на розбірку між картелями. Цікаво.
Okay, back to Найт-Сіті, folks. With our sights trained on a new target.
Так, ну я готовий слухати.
We've parsed the intel from the shard Somi gave us. It's a solid foundation for the mission we want to run. Surveillance,
Так, і що було
recon,
на
data
тих
gathering,
скіпках?
planning, it's all done. It's high time we righted some wrongs of the past.
Fuck off, Reed. Give it a rest, will ya? Nothing here's your fault. Woman's an adult, made her own decisions. Consequences caught up to
No,
her.
she was manipulated. There was no one around who could have had her back. Here, V. Mission details on this.
Так, ну давай. Давай скіпку.
Stop worrying, Reed. We'll get
Не
her
переживай,
out
Рід,
safe.
ми її витягнемо.
I know. And not just her. That goes for you too.
Так, і що в нас?
Our objective, to free Somi from under Hans's duress. Unfortunately, this ain't a normal rescue op. Because, well, she's been infected with something from beyond the Black Wall. A consequence
Ага,
of
вона
the
ж її
service
якусь
in the
заразу
US
підчепила
present
за,
time.
за Чорномору. А, ну в принципі так, вона тому і намагається вижити.
The important thing is, she doesn't get treatment. It'll kill
The
her.
cure is an AI that lives on a neural matrix.
Вилікувати її може штучний інтелект, що в нейронній матриці, яка там десь в підвалі у Гансена. А що відомо нам про цю нейронну матрицю?
So this neural matrix, how much do we know?
Experimental tech nested in a mainframe that someone dragged up from deep beneath.
Так,
Mars.
експериментальна технологія, яку знайшли десь під Псарнею.
Part of Project Cynosure, a joint
Частина
US
проекту
military
Кіносура,
operation in a bid to
НСШ
counter
і
Earth's
Мілітеху
darkest soul
спільно.
killer. The matrix itself is a functional container. It houses an AI from beyond the Black Wall. And it's designed
А містить в собі штучний інтелект, захоплений за Чорномором? Цікаво.
In our case, to fix you and Songbird.
І його можна спрямувати на те, щоб вилікувати мене і Соловіїв. Що ж, то який план?
All right. Plan. Let me hear it.
Hanson to meet with the net runners you already know. The meeting itself is our chance to get close to Song and the Matrix. Hanson hired the French duo because they worked for Militech years back.
Ага,
They know its
ці
security protocols inside.
Кеселі працювали разом колись на Мілітех.
Handy when Songbird goes to extract the matrix from the Cynosure mainframe. Hanson's gunning for data from what he knows was a secret Militech and US research project. He has no idea the neural matrix is in there too. Runners, scans, and behaviorals we have. Now we just need to take those twins out of the equation.
Так, і що нам відомо про цих близнюків ще?
Emmerich and Aurora Cassell. We know anything more beyond what we saw firsthand?
Yep, Songbird put together full
А,
profiles.
Соловія склала на них повний досьє.
Super
Супер.
short brief. They got their start at Militech and dove in deep. That is, till they learned the pay's better on the dark side.
Yeah, I buy that. Sure didn't hide their love of Eddie's.
Mm-hmm. Gonna miss that next paycheck because they ran into us. We're gonna nab them before they reach Hanson.
Так, то це буде викрадення. Їх по дорозі
So
до
we
Гансена.
kidnap 'em.
І як
How
нам
we
це
gonna do
зробити?
this?
They're driving a rental while in NC, an exploitable opening.
Ага, будуть брати авто на прокат. Цим і скористаємося.
Before they reach Hanson at the stadium. That's where you come in, V. We'll need you to breach the rental firm's tracking system. Alex will fill you in later. Once we have the runners, you'll take their place. The behavioral imprints are tuned already.
Так, добре, я взламую мережу цієї фірми, що дає в оренду машини. І ми їх перехоплюємо. А яка
V,
твоя роль в цьому?
And you're rolling all this, Reed?
I'm drawing up your exfil route. Once you complete the mission, you need to get out in a hurry. I'll provide transport, make sure the path's clear and problem-free.
Так, за тобою шлях відходу. Зрозуміло. Останній етап зустрічі з Гансеном.
Brings us to the final stage, right? Meeting with Hansen.
Right. Where you'll sell him the access codes to the mainframe. In other words, the key to unlocking your medicine cabinet.
Так, я маю продати йому код до мейнфрейму
One
потім.
show me in the lab to feed in the codes when needed. Hansen's likely to keep the other at his side. Collateral.
I'll stay with Hansen, you'll join Songbird. Once the data floodgates are open, you'll signal me. Gonna disarm Hansen, take him and his guards out.
Ти впоришся самотужки з Гансеном? Я розумію, що ти його знешкодити хочеш, але...
Hansen and his goons. Aim to handle them on your own?
Can do a lot more than play dress up, thank you. Plus, element of total surprise in my corner. Still, sweet of you to worry.
Хочеш несподіванкою їх захопити? Ну, подивимося, що з цього вийде. То ви хочете вбити Гансена
Sounds
все-таки.
like flatlining Hansen set in stone.
Order came directly from Myers. Confirmed at this stage. He took a potentially lethal swipe at the president of the NUS.
And Songbird?
We have to rescue her. Myers told you as much herself. All clear? If you have any questions, now's the time to ask.
Так, що Майерс відомо? Що ти їй розповів?
How much have you told Myers? What's she know?
That Somi's fallen into the hands of the man who's organized the downing of Space Force One.
Is that all?
All for now.
Тобто ти подробиці їй дуже не розказував. Ну, тоді все зрозуміло.
Things couldn't be clearer.
До роботи.
Let's get to work. So, time we talk nabbing the runners?
Cover that in a minute.
Так, і як будемо їх перехоплювати? Куди мені їхати? Так, давай я перше гляну, що тут на ноутбуці є. Так, доставка. Це щодо доставки пива, це нічого цікавого. Показ фільму, теж нічого, що стосується справи. Так, і бюлетень Баргеста. Щодо співпраці з підприємцями. Нічого цікавого. Добре, це все стосується її справ в барі. Що ти про це все думаєш?
And any for your thoughts, Alex? About all this?
Honestly, still wondering why neither of us went back to DC. Not me, not Reed.
They put him to sleep. Saddle you with a Dogtown assignment.
Who are you kidding? Say we disobeyed orders, gone back. Addressing down by some bureaucrat would be the worst we'd have had to endure. Think we were both waiting for something, like the downing of Space Force One. Probably makes us a sad fucking pair of hypocrites.
Так, то ви щось, кажете, чекали за цей час в псарні на якусь таку подію. Майер же ж не в курсі деталей цієї спецоперації, та?
Myers doesn't know the deets of this op, does she? Never will. Is that right?
It's not wrong.
So we serve Hansen up on a silver platter. It'll be salutes and handshakes. Shit goes sideways, we're royally fucked.
Welcome to the agency.
Ясно, якщо не вб'ємо Гансена, нам дупа. Якщо принесемо на срібній тарілочці, ми виграші. І що Рід має на думці?
You know Reed better than I do.
Яка його справжня ціль?
Thinks.
Виконати завдання чи врятувати
Saving
Соловію?
me or carrying out a mission.
Saul imagines he's responsible for her. Always has. Thinks he's responsible for all of us. Hell, even for you, I bet. It's how he keeps his grip on reality. Life. With mixed results, mind you.
And so me?
Same story as always. Dares, lands neck deep in shit, somehow crawls out. Rinse and repeat.
Так, Соловія завжди в якесь лайно встане. Ну, зрозуміло. Розкажи, як перехопити машину.
Intercepting the runners. How do we do that?
They're driving a rental. Plans to break into the rental service system. Karen Exotics. Specializes in rare models. Karen has tracking stations around the city. Gain access to those, we find the car easy. There's a station not far. Near Pacifica Serenity
А, біля
Bible
біблійної
Church.
церкви.
Check it out.
Я там був. Кажете, там є ця екзотика Харона. Добре, як працюють ці станції стеження?
The stations. How do they work exactly?
They ping vehicle IDs across the network, monitor location, tire pressure, all of that. Hack them, and it'll be open season on the runners.
Однієї станції може бути недостатньо.
Find it hard to believe taking one station will be enough. Rental agencies got rare rides to protect.
See if I can find more info. If the one's not enough, we'll improvise.
So, breach the station, trace the car.
Так,
Good.
зламаємо станцію. Може декілька, відстежимо тачку. І далі.
Use this little doodad. It'll pop the locks on the doors, let you take complete control from the trunk.
Блін, не довіряю я таким штукам. Я вже щось таке брав. Як не крути, звучить ризиковано.
Anything goes wrong, I'll be stuck in there.
Suck it up. This is FIA trunk ops, soldier. Seriously though, the tech just works. And we'll have your back the whole way.
Не довіряю я таким штукам
You
все
know
одно.
Kabuki's tech wizards sell similar stuff under the counter. Wouldn't ever call it reliable.
Well, Fed tech wizards are just more skilled than Kabuki's.
Better be.
Сподіваюся, що так і буде,
Station,
що вони
scan the
надійніші.
surroundings. They're not concealed. Shouldn't be tough to spot.
Get right on it.
Ну все, бувай, я пішов. Так, ніби нічого нового тут не з'явилося. Я вийду через другий хід. Такс. Ну. Що ж, рушаємо тоді до цього передавача. О, Соловія.
Heads up. I can't talk long, but two things, quickly.
Маєш дві новини, слухаю.
Good news. I managed to upgrade your relics for
Оновила прошивку
You'll
реліквій,
see why
непогано.
in a minute. Don't worry. Completely painless.
Воу, я ще й 3 одиниці реліквії получив. Вражає.
Like upgraded. How'd you manage it? No easy feat, I guess, tweaking tech that advanced.
Let's say I've had extra time on my hands. More than I expected.
Та з'явилося раптово багато часу.
Getting you out of there.
I know.
Добре, а друга новина яка?
First, good news, you said. Is there a second thing?
Right. It's super important. Stays between us. It's gotta.
Має залишитись між нами, бляха.
I'm
Щось
sending
мені не
you
подобається
coordinates.
таке.
Come after dark. We should be able to talk freely. Okay, need to Delta, but see you soon.
Так, то я перший йду на зустріч із Соловією. Так, але тут лут випав. Треба його зібрати. Не знаю, хто на кого напав, але я тут видно проти всіх.
One tough motherfucker.
Ще хтось? Нікого не бачу більше. А, тебе десь в пісок закопали, я зрозумів. Так, скіпка ліміту. Це класна штука. Скіпка з грошима, нехай буде. І ще одна скіпка з грошима і скіпка вміння. А тепер дивимося, що в луті. До речі, щось культове. І що в нас тут? Система зв'язок Ліроя. Треба буде встановити. Так, і скіпка вміння мережник. Так, з'їду на зустріч з Соловією, в мене ще година часу. Можу з нею лише до першої ночі зустрітися. Не буду відволікатися на всяких бляхарів. І так. Де мені тебе чекати? Цікаве місце вибрало. О, привіт.
Well, here we are. You and me, face to face.
Тут тільки ми?
Sure, we're alone. Wouldn't want any unpleasant surprises.
No surprises. Except maybe you're already one of us. Don't trust a soul.
Ти вибрала це місце не випадково, правильно?
The spot. Didn't pick it at random, I guess.
Guessed right. Wanted to show you something. Means a lot to me. Could help put some things in perspective.
Так, тут є щось важливе для тебе? Ну, розказуй.
And it means I trust you. Come over here.
І що це за знак довіри? Що тут є такого? Це місце. Чому воно таке особливе?
What's so special about this place?
Lived just 2 blocks off while I was here in NC on assignment.
Жила десь тут недалеко? Коли працювала в Найт-Сіті? Угу.
Fire up grills, crack open beers, talk about nothing in particular. I'd swing by here come evening sometimes. All of it, every inch is special. Reminds me of Brooklyn. Actually from there.
Це нагадує тобі Бруклін?
What do you
Розкажи
mean
мені
by
про
that?
Бруклін.
Brooklyn.
Got this memory. It was the night before I raided a Militech data fort. I'm sitting out on my fire escape. Just lit a J. Down on the street, I see a party starting. There's playful screams and laughter. Someone's blasting funk from their stoop. I hear Willie too. Sells the best scop dogs around. He's shit-talking one of his chews. And there's bonfire smoke in the air. Safe. Familiar.
Were they celebrating something?
Yeah. A Thursday.
Святкували четвер. А мій дім це Гейвуд. Тут у Найт-Сіті.
Know how you feel. Wasn't anything like Brooklyn, my home, but
Got a memory you cherish?
it never gets peaceful where I'm from. Just know that wherever I am in the world, feels like I'm walking Haywood streets.
Ти хочеш повернутися у Бруклін?
Yearning to go back.
Can't rewind the clock, V. By the time you realize you missed something, it's usually too late. Suppose we should get back to the here and now.
Розкажи правду, будь ласка.
Songbird, need you to be straight with me.
I helped Hansen spring the trap on Myers. Maya did the deal in exchange for the neural matrix. I downed the plane, deliver Myers, yes. But blast her out of the sky, then hunt her down, wasn't what we agreed.
You betrayed her.
Not just her. Nothing went according to plan. What a fucking mess.
То ти не лише президентку зрадила. Через тебе загинуло купа людей.
Sent Myers' entire flight crew to an early grave. Myers herself too, almost.
Ground the plane, that was the plan. Didn't expect he'd blow it to shit. Not much of an excuse, I know.
А ти як собі це уявляла?
So what was your plan?
В ідеалі.
For you to rescue Myers while I secured the AI matrix, and for us to run.
Ага, я рятую Майерс, а ти крадеш штучний
Now
інтелект.
Hansen's changed the terms of our deal. They'll make him answer for the attack. He knows that, so he's covering his ass. The one thing he doesn't know is what's on the Cynosure mainframe. He's hoping it's data he can use as leverage against the NUS.
Ага, він
Says
не
that's
знає,
my
що
ticket
там
to
є
freedom, but
в цьому підвалі.
as soon as he gets his hands on it, I'm dead. I just know it. I fucked everything up. I know, V. But I had no choice.
Поясни, на що ти це зробила? Хіба не було іншого варіанту?
Wasn't any other way, honestly.
Wouldn't have resorted to this if there was. For Myers, the NUSA, just another weapon in their arsenal. A tool for reaching beyond the black wall. And weapons and tools, they don't get to make decisions or choose to retire.
Часом за помилки доводиться відповідати.
Learn the past mistakes. We both bear it. It ain't easy. Me for the
Я за
biochip,
біочип відповідаю,
you for the
ти за
bio-
Чорномор. І це
You
нелегко.
mean to say it's my fault?
No, just that when you try to save yourself, it's usually
Не твоя
somebody else who
провина,
pays
але
the
ми
price.
рятуємо себе коштом когось іншого.
Yeah. Ain't that the brutal fucking truth? You're the only one I can trust with this. Only question is, after everything you just heard, feel the same way about me?
А Рід? Йому ти не довіряєш?
You don't trust Reed?
Він хоче врятувати твоє життя.
Mm-hmm. He saved me once already. Word of a boss shit on Militech crossed his desk, so he knocked on a 19-year-old girl's door with an offer she couldn't refuse.
Join his serve or become a Netwatch trophy.
That girl died that day. The person in front of you is what was born from that death. Of course, Reed, he died too. Just more recently. 7 years ago.
Жесть.
The NUS issued his death sentence, yet he serves the country to this day, clinging to something that's lost all meaning to me.
Що саме з тобою зараз відбувається,
I want to ask, actually, what happens
коли ти
after,
сягаєш за Чорномор?
you know, when you reach past the black wall?
Know the feeling when you try to remember the address of a place you lived half your life, but it just turns up blank?
Mean losing your memory?
A snowflake lands on my glove. I can calculate its unique fractal structure. But what did my mom's voice sound like?
Блін, але це жорстка плата.
I lose control. Or get the sense I'm surrendering to someone
За
else.
такі вміння.
But it feels horrible.
Felt it too, with the Chimera. Like a living nightmare.
Yeah. More and more, I get the sense someone's standing behind me. But there's never anyone there.
Ти можеш просто повернутися додому?
Why not just go home?
My home burned down when I was forced to trade warm Brooklyn brick for sterile Washington walls. I have nowhere to go back to.
Сумно, коли не маєш куди повернутися. Вперше ти зі мною відверта.
Get the feeling this is the first time you've been honest with me.
Yeah. With you and myself. I need to get away. From Kurt, the NUSA, Reed. From everything.
Вміє Гансен обирати союзників.
Out of everybody out there, you saw Hansen as a trusty ally. Seriously?
I needed someone who could tear me from Myers' grip. I knew him from my time in Night-Sity when I was posted here.
Took a steep risk, all right. And a plain gonk one at that.
That's why I enlisted you too.
Так, то Найт-Сіті лише твій перший крок на волю.
Night-City's just a pit stop along your escape route. That was always the plan, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's just... things got complicated. Messy. Certainly didn't expect my old agency chums to get involved. Or to find myself caged by Kurt. I'm fleeing, V. Gotta get out. And to do that, I need you. 'Cause you know how it is.
То який твій план?
Okay. Say I believe you. What's the next step?
We go through with the mission. Grab the neural matrix. While Reed and Alex grapple with Hansen, we make our getaway.
Так, ми маємо змахати, поки Рід і Алекс будуть зайняті Гансеном. А далі що?
You helped me skip town. I already cut a deal with the Black Clinic far, far from Night-Sіті. There, the Rippers can access the Matrix and use an algorithm to create a prototype of our cure. They'll need me present to run their tests. The moment they're finished, I'll send word. And that's it. Everything. Like a weight off my shoulders, honestly. Now I have to ask.
Ну,
You're in this
запитуй.
because you understand me, or because I promised to save your life?
Я розумію і довіряю тобі.
I understand you, believe you. Know what it's like to fight for
Я
your
знаю, як це
life.
боротися щохвилини за своє життя.
Gives you a new perspective, doesn't it? I guess that's all. I suppose you should call Reed. Let him know all set for the meet with Hansen.
Так, ну що ж, а тепер їдемо отримувати доступ до передавача. Чи до Ріда перше подзвонити?
Read status report.
Соловія виходила на зв'язок.
So me contacted me. Got news.
Let me hear it.
Well, first off, we've been greenlit. Our VIP's ready to be served.
Music to my ears. What else?
Songbird opened up a bit about her sitch. It's looking bad. Real bad. His texts are only shot.
I hear you. I do. All the more reason to focus on the mission in front of us. Get our hands on that cure.
Так,
We
ну,
need that
деталі не
contract,
буду
So
вдаватися.
get to work. We'll go from there. Once you get the encryption key from their system, let me know immediately.
Так, Ліна Маліна, їбуча псарня, хтось удерся до мене і все тут за паскуди удаючи мене. Клянуся, якщо я не звалю звідси до кінця року, власноруч висаджу собі мізки. Окей. А, то та фірма за межами псарні. Біля церкви водоїстів? Цікаво.
You can't just turn your back on it.
But circumstances have changed.
We're still
Так, а от і передавач. Так, міг би вимкнути живлення, але сумніваюся, що мені це потрібно. Завантажив ключ шифрування.
Great. Just great.
Ключ шифрування не готовий. Що за фігня?
Got a problem, Alex. Gonna take more than breaching one station to recreate the encryption key.
Треба декілька станцій зламати.
Give me a sec. Okay, got another station for you to try.
Так, є інша станція, добре. І ще однієї вистачить?
Think we're good with just one more?
It's a car rental company, for Christ's sake. How sophisticated a system can they have?
Ну, тоді до
Let's get
роботи.
to it.
Good luck out there. And raise Reed soon as you grab that encryption key.
Добре, наберу Ріда, як буду мати ключ шифрування. Так, ти хто? Так, хотіли підірвати церкву водоїстів зверху. Ну, водоїсти добралися сюди першими. Так, наступна точка за 800 метрів. Поїхали. Так, забирайте тачку, я потім її знайду. Так, а мені сюди. Хто тут? Шоста вулиця? Так, ну ви мені не потрібні. Так, а що у нас тут? Якась панель керування. Правда, нею не можна користатися.
Looking for something? Won't find it here. Nothing to find.
Нема що шукати. То твоя мама?
That your mom?
З нею все ок?
Doing all right?
Uh-huh. She's fine.
Sure about that? Dunno. Maybe you ought to tell someone.
Nah, she just came down from 2 days of BDing. She'll wake up soon, snarf a scop dog, and cry about having a headache. She always does that.
Я зникну, щойно розберуся з передавачем.
Transceiver. Need to jack in quick. 2 secs and I'm gone.
You do you.
Borked.
Так, пристрій не відповідає.
It ain't working? Jesus. You want a hint? I can tell you how to fix it if you really want to fix it.
Можеш підказати, але я тут бачив панель. Блін.
Yo, don't even think about flatlining here. I'm gonna touch it.
Несправності з реліквією.
Gotta be what having a fucking stroke feels like. We're back on, baby.
Просто чудово. Дякую, Джонні.
Thanks.
Wasn't on purpose. Just gotta pick up the pace. Clock's ticking.
I'm doing what I can.
Завершено. Добре. Так, ключ шифрування завершений на 100%. Що, мала, тримайся. Так, а ми будемо чекати на дзвінок від Рідом. Отримав коди? Гарна робота. Я почну відстежувати Аврору і Емеріка. Якщо вони будуть поблизу псарні, ми дізнаємося. Усе працює. Маємо сигнал із відстежувача. Зараз зайнятий, скоро наберу. Окей, ну тоді ми чекаємо на подальший дзвінок, а поки будемо прощатися до наступного епізоду, не хочу затягувати. Далі підемо по сюжету, якщо не вспливуть нові обставини. І хочу подякувати усім за лайки і особливо за підписки. Бувайте бадьорі і до наступних випусків.